So Mahi, be invisible or fly?
Be invisible.
And why?
Invisible because I feel I can do a lot more things that I cannot do when I'm visible. So I would like to explore that option.
So no homework or no exams?
That's a tough one, but no exams. Okay, homeworks because I can practice it well and I know the concepts, but no examination. That's a lot of stress.
Hitesh, so
Hi.
you would like to be a superhero or a movie star?
I would be like to be a movie star because I like the fame they get and how people chase them. So I would like to enjoy that life for a day or at least for a
Okay.
year. Yes.
On talk to animals or read minds?
Read minds, because by reading minds, I believe I can solve so many problems. People who doesn't speak, who doesn't just speak out, I will help. It will help me so that I can help them also.
All right, one more for you.
Sure, ma'am.
So English class or sports class?
Definitely sports class. Because as you know, I'm a sports lover.
Yeah.
And I don't like to sit at a one place. That's the reason sport class. That's
Yeah,
it, man.
That's right. Okay, Aisha. So school uniform or casual clothes?
Casual clothes, obviously, because that's the one which makes me a lot of comfortable.
Uh-huh.
And I love wearing which the dress makes me comfortable actually. Yeah.
Okay. So would you like to be stuck in a lift or stuck in traffic?
Whoa. Rather not traffic at all. I can't imagine myself being stuck in the traffic because traffic's no. But yeah, I can think of getting myself stuck in the lift because that's the only thing where I do not need to get the sounds from the behind and all those noise things. Rather, I'll see myself getting stuck in the lift rather than not traffic.
Okay. So work from home or work from office?
Work from home. Sometime I think it's comfortable to work from home, but at same time I also think it's not that comfortable to work from home because you get a lot of other things you need to do it, and there are some other things also you need to take care of it. So I prefer work from office is much
Better.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to Mahi again. So one best friend or many friends?
Okay, one best friend because I would not like to keep a lot of snakes in the forest that I live in. So definitely one good friend. You just need one friend for a good life.
So call or text?
Okay, I can say neither, but if not, okay, I hate text, so calls. It's better, it's convenient. You just say whatever work you have and then you just drop the phone. You just cut it.
So if you had to be famous, would you prefer being famous on YouTube or on Instagram?
I would not like to be famous, but if given a choice, YouTube. Yes, because if I want to be a public speaker, that's the good option that I see. So yeah.
Just out of curiosity, why do you want to be a public speaker?
Okay, I want to be a public speaker because that's the only thing that gives me a lot of joy, and I feel nostalgic whenever I start speaking. Also because I'm passionate about speaking and it helps me inspire people, and also I learn a lot of things from speaking. So yes, that's life.
So you think that you can influence people because of public speaking?
I can, definitely. Words are the most important figures of your life, and if you have good enough vocabulary and a good enough speech, then definitely you can make a home in anybody's mind.
Have you ever thought of writing?
I have, and I'm also working on my book, so definitely I want to be a writer as well. So yeah, many things at a time, but yeah.
So there is one of the famous quotes that goes like, "I write for the same reason as the cow gives milk."
Yeah.
As a writer, how much do you relate to this?
Definitely. It's because if you have some trauma or anything or any negative experiences, the one thing that comes to my mind is, okay, take the pen and write, because the paper is not going to judge me, right? The only thing that I can put well enough is on that paper.
That's right. So let's move on to Hitesh. So Hitesh, since you're also a little funny, you have a good sense of humor.
Thank you.
So would you like to be the funniest in class or the smartest in class?
If I am already smartest in the class, then I do not belong there. So I believe I'll be rather be a funniest in the class. So at least I can make people laugh and just lighten the environment.
But that was a smart answer.
Thank you, ma'am.
So what would you prefer? Teacher forgetting homework or just a surprise holiday?
Surprise holiday, because it gives me an experience, something new to explore. Because teacher forgetting homework is fine, because I believe then next day she'll again remember,
Yeah.
and she'll again ask So you don't get this option always to go on a surprise holiday. So surprise holiday any day.
And you love sports.
Yes, I do.
And you idolize Ronaldo.
A lot.
Why?
Because of his work ethics, his dedication, and the path he has been following since years. And it's proven path that you can be successful, you can be influential, and you can be a most followed person on the earth for a reason.
Okay, so if I would like to ask you English, I mean, why English? I mean, sports and English, they are two different things. So how did you think of learning English?
Okay, that's an interesting question because yes, English because of, again, it's a language that people it's in demand nowadays. People are starting getting learning about more about English, get familiar with the English, started to learn, speak, and it's corporate demand also. So apart from your interest, you need to think about your career as well, and which will help me to boost my career and grow in my career also. And always a good spoken guy is always a good option.
Right.
That's the reason English.
So it is said that English is the lingua franca, which means is the link language that bridges the gap between all the countries. Do you think that English deserves this recognition?
Yes, it does, because in so many other countries where countries like Dubai or countries like UAE, where there are a lot of expats who come from different countries, and where you don't know which nationalities they are from. So the English is a common language where you at least ask them, do you speak English? So that at least you can have that small talk with them, or maybe if they're in some need or they're in some searching for something, you can help them. So yes, English does deserve that.
That is true. Let's move on to Aisha. Aisha, you're quite the social butterfly of the class.
Okay.
So whom would you like to hang out with? Would you prefer to hang out with introverts or extroverts?
I think being social butterfly, that should not come as a thing to judge whether I'm this or than that. It's a people, if I'm a socialized person, so I believe that people who are around me will eventually get attached. I mean, will get used to me, how am I? And I also think that, and the people who do not talk also, because of me being very vocal about my things or whatever I have to speak, even they start speaking. So that's what I have observed, that many people who do not speak a lot, but being surrounded with me, they like my company. That's the most thing that I feel.
That's true. But don't you think your personality does not really match with the kind of profession you are into?
Well, that's a totally different thing. But I guess at the end of the day, it's people we are working with. So the person who are not comfortable around those things, what they are working with, and I being me as a social butterfly, I make them feel comfortable, being them, make them to understand what it is exactly. And at the end of the day, it's a one of choice. If they are liking that field, that's how they end up choosing that field, isn't it?
Tell me a little about histopathology.
Oh God.
Maybe just a line.
So histopathology is just a study of tissue cells that we do, and it's mostly part of learning what kind of tumor cells are we have that person the patient is having. So we do a lot of biopsies, and then from the biopsy, if the diagnosis is made, the patient has so and so tumor. So the final thing comes into the excision of the organ. Yeah, that's it. And that's how we get it in the sample. We get it in the lab and we process them and we give the diagnosis part to the consultant. And the surgeon is the one who decides if the patient has to go on the chemotherapy or they need to do some other thing, that kind.
But how did you make up your mind, to get into this profession? Because it's really difficult. I mean, working with organs and that too for a social butterfly like you.
Well, I never thought that being my personality like that, I'll be ended up working in this hospital line like that. But when I was a student, in the school times, I was very enthusiastic with a microscope. And that's how gave me a lot of interest that I need to do something like that. I have a not chaotic, I would say I have kind of keen interest in learning how the things looks under microscope. And that gave me a lot of boosters. I need to pursue my further education in the same line.
That was nice. Yeah, well, it was a lovely chat. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.